Thank you, and welcome you back. Welcome you back. This is your man, Ogodoman. And this afternoon, I will be treating the fuck up of Chidi. I will be treating the fuck up of Chidi. Whatever he calls himself, Chidi, Dr. Chidi or Dr. whatever. You know, everybody is now doctor, right? I think I should add the doctor to Dr. Ogodoman. because everybody now is a doctor. Chidi is nobody here in Canada, and I challenge him to meet me one-on-one. I am here in Canada. I am here in Toronto. If anybody knows Chidi, copy this clip, send to him. Say that now Ogoda man is challenging him to meet him one-on-one. These are failures. And I am going to bring a clip of that failure and show you right here. Because for me, I told you that for me to get into this game, some people is going to be getting it real hot. Believe you me. You know, for me, for my own, I want time for gossip. What I will do is what I say is what I will do. And Chid, whatever he called himself, he said he's Dr. Chid. Everybody is now doctor. He can't go Ragu is doctor. Political prostitute Chid is now doctor. You know, it's very, very easy to take DR and put at the back of your name. You become a doctor. Nekwe doctor, Dr. Chid and Dr. Ikengo Uruago. I'm going to treat the fuck up of Dr. Chid because I don't have time for that wig seller in the South Africa. He's not my mate. He's not my class. We are not in the same field. We are not in the same field. These are a bunch of people that have the guts to talk down on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. Everybody remember this Ikengo Uruago. You are in South Africa with a long hair. Because in America, you will open your nose and your ears and your chest with rings. You are in South Africa, pretend behaving like as if you are in Akata. We that are in North America, you see how cool and clean I am? Because you want to be somebody. Let us listen to these two fake individuals that call themselves Dr. Chidi and Dr. Ikenga. Oh no, this DR have suffered, honestly. This word DR has suffered. But I want you to please take your time, invite some people. I told you I'm going to come back because these days, these people are going to be getting these things very hot. I have now to handle the fuck up of all these guys because they are becoming, their exercise is getting too out of hands. And for Chid that is here in Canada to take up a phone and say he called Finland, he called this. My question is to Chid is, why have you not called these people since we have been doing protests in this country? Since we have been doing protests in this country called Canada, Chid have never come out for one single day. Let us hear him before I will treat his fuck up. You understand? Today is today. Let us get there. These guys are pissing me off. And it's time to handle them the way it is. Let us hear him. This is Ikenga talking. Let's go there. If you're not hearing,
Chidi is one person who don't look at face.
I want you to listen.
He don't care who you are. He will tell you his own mind, not what people said, what he thinks about you. Dr. Chidi is the kind of person that not many people will like him at the beginning, but by the end of every program about Dr. Chidi, you will get to learn. And if you put it in practice, believe you me, your end will be very, very successful. But before I hand over the microphone to him, like I said, we would like great Biafrans all over the world to join me to say good evening to His Excellency Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Mazen Nandekan is the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over the world. And Mazen Nandekan is currently leading over 70 million people. But you know what? Mazen Nandekan was kidnapped somewhere a year, almost 2 years now, in Kenya, and illegally rendition back to Nigeria. But by the grace of Almighty God, the competent court of appeal sitting in Abuja granted Mazen Nandekan discharged and acquitted. But the federal government of Nigeria refused in totality to adhere to the judgment of the appeal court. And we are still pleading with them as law-abiding people to do the needful, to obey the court order. And I believe that every good citizen of Nigeria.
I need to cut this just to Kambazie Ikengu Uruago Onu. I want to straighten the weak neck of Ikenga. I want to straighten it so that he will get the point. You are pleading to your oppressor to obey court order. Let me go back so that you people will hear it very, 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 very loud and clear what he said.
We would like great Biafrans all over the world to join me to say good evening to His Excellency Onyendu Mazen Nandekan. Mazen Nandekan is the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over the world. And Mazen Nandekan is currently leading over 70 million people. But you know what? Mazen Nandekan was kidnapped somewhere a year, almost 2 years now.
Thank you.
In Kenya, and illegally rendition back to Nigeria. But by the grace of Almighty God, the competent court of appeal sitting in Abuja granted.
That is one crime you have committed. You call the zoo competent call. Competent court. You see, this is one problem we have with all of you. The zoo does not have a competent court. What they have is a kangaroo court. I want you to get the two difference between competent and kangaroo. You call your oppressor's court that never obeys court order competent. Somehow you are giving them credit for doing what they are doing. I warned all of you that now that I am out, Ikenga, your own is just a small soup that I will just dish and give to monkey. My main target is shade. But I am treating your fuck up, Ikenga. The time I will have time for you, I won't sit here. I will fly down to South Africa, one-on-one, and I will invite you to a place. If you are a man on earth, you come and meet me. But let me just hold you on your point, on what you said, and I will correct you, because Nigeria does not have a competent court. What Nigeria has is a kangaroo court. Get that into your fake doctorship head. You get me? So you never use that word, competent, ever again.
Mazen Nandekan discharged and acquitted. But the federal government of Nigeria refused in totality to adhere to the judgment of the appeal court.
Exactly. And that is why I tell you that you calling them competent, that means you do not even understand the word competent. You do not know what competent is all about. When a court discharged and acquitted somebody, yet they turn around and still hold him. But you are here calling them competent. What makes them competent? Ikenga Uruago. Ikenga Wig. What makes them competent, Ikenga? I am asking you a question. If you think that you are well learned, to the extent of adding doctor into your wig that you carry on your hair, what makes Nigeria court competent is a fair question. If you can answer me that, then I will now have other words to exchange with you. But Ikenga, you are just not my match. I didn't come here because of you, but because of that little clip you had. My target is Chidi. But let's finish your nonsense. Then I will face the main person that I came here to talk to, because he stays here in the same North America.
And we are still pleading with them as law-abiding people to do.
You are pleading to your oppressor. You are pleading to your oppressor. First, you said that the zoo court is competent. The zoo court released our leader, discharged and acquitted. But they went ahead, connived with the enemies in the house to hold him. Tell me where in this world such thing has ever happened. You can go, Wago. I want you to tell me where in this whole wild world such thing has happened. You can, I'm asking you. I am sure you're going to get this clip. And you're going to ask, who is this? My name is Ogoroma. Onyenna. I don't bullshit. People like you, I know how to teach you a fuck up. But my target is change. You call them competent. Now they are holding your leader, my leader. And you end up saying you are pleading. I want to hear that again. Probably I didn't hear it very well.
Your end will be very, very successful. But before I hand over the microphone to him, like I said, I will like Biafrans all over the world to join me to say good evening to His Excellency Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over the world. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is currently leading over.
I remember vividly when you, Ikenga Uruago, was fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ikenga Uruago, your leader is Uchemefo. I am sure you will get this clip, Ikenga Uruago. Your leader is Uchemefo. You are fronting all the politicians in the Southeast, Ikenga Uruago. Dr. Wig Ikenga Uruago. I remember you very, 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 very well. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu discharged that dormant, that sleeping dog called Uchemefo, you, Ikenga Uruago, you, Ikenga Wig Uruago, you are the one that fought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You repeatedly asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to respond to you or to respond to Biafrans. You in particular. I remember you very, very, very well. You know, some of us do forget things in a hurry, but not me. You fought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tirelessly every day, day in, day out, because you were defending Uchemefo, who is your own leader. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not your leader. Now, everybody wants to front themselves. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu becomes your leader. But you fought him tirelessly. You fought him. You are one of those that connived to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you swear that you are not among, you will die. Let me allow you finish your trash. Then I will face this political prostitute called himself Chid. I'm going to let you vomit all those trash. Then
17 million people. But you know what? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped somewhere a year, almost 2 years now, in Kenya, and illegally rendition back to Nigeria. But by the grace of Almighty God, the competent court of appeal sitting in Abuja granted Mazen Nnamdi Kanu
competent call of appeal. Oh Lord, have mercy. Elohim, have mercy on these in-house betrayers.
Discharged and acquitted, but the federal government of Nigeria have refused in totality to adhere to the judgment of the appeal court, and we are still
call it judgment of their own courts. Call it by their name, judgment of their kangaroo court. There is nothing competent about Nigeria. There is absolutely nothing competent about the zoo court that have nothing. When I say nothing, absolutely nothing against our leader. Because if they have anything, by now, they would have brought it up and nailed him. You know that Nigeria wants anything to nail Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But up until this moment, they are running away from their own court. And that is why they have no option than to discharge and acquit him. But you call them competent. Now, that same competent held that pronouncement, still held him in DSS dungeon. What have you done since that time, Ike Buruwago? What have this political prostitute called Chidi done? All of you were roaming around, parading around, nursing and romancing politicians. Your problem is Mazi Simon Ekpa, who have taken it upon himself to challenge every single one of you, including all of us. We Biafrans are challenging every single one of you. You people took 18 months to fight Simon Ekpa just to bring him down, because all of you have a motive. You can go Ragu. Your motive is to bring Simon Ekpa down so that Uchemefo will come on top. I know all of you one by one. Ejimununcha, I have your book. Every single one of you. I told you, when I will start to tweet fuck up, your fuck up, every single one of you will go, oh Lord, don't stop pissing me off.
still pleading with them as law-abiding people to do the needful, to obey the court order. And I believe that every good citizen of Nigeria, not just Biafra, including those that call themselves Nigeria, are also pleading with Nigerian government to please obey the court order. And I will also...
You are begging your oppressor. You are begging Fulani. Fulani that wants to conquer you is who you are begging. Fulani went as far as to Kenya to kidnap our leader, rendition him back to Nigeria forcefully, blindfolded. Is the person you are begging to obey court order. You see, you are not normal. I think you need to remove those wigs you put on your head. Probably you get some fresh air. You are not normal. It's either the ogiri your mother is making is turning your brain upside down, or that wig, Mokeneke wig. You need to remove those wigs so that you can think like a human being. You are begging your oppressor to release your leader that they spent billions far away to Kenya to kidnap him, almost kill him there, blindfold him, rendition him forcefully back to Abuja, and since then put him in a dark hole for 18 months. You are here speaking grammar, doctor. All of you put doctor. I don't blame all of you. You can do that because you are parading yourself in a useless country called Nigeria. Will you try such in Biafra land? You go to jail. You go to jail 50 years for putting fake doctor before your useless name.
Want to give a shout out to our leadership, that's the talks, leaders who are very, very wise. In absence of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu,
You are giving a thumb up to the people that kidnapped the person you call your leader. Because you are part and parcel of them. This one that is wearing a revolutionary cap, I don't know where he belongs. Did he belong with Sorowore, or did he belong with Nigerian government, or I don't know where Chidi belongs. Jack of all trades. You think wearing a camouflage? I am a god man. I sell clothes. If you want, I will wear camouflage. I have it then. You think wearing camouflage makes you a revolutionary inside here in Canada? How many times I am coming to treat your fuck up. Let me listen to this Ogrisela for the very first
They don't take over the leadership of this Harlow family. And believe you me, they are exceptional in their ways.
They are exceptional because they are very, very diligent in masterminding the kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. There's no two ways about it. They are very exceptional because they masterminded the kidnap of our leader. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Because it was a grand plan to kidnap our leader, rendition him, somehow forget him in the jail so that he will die there, or finally to give up so that Uchemefo, your master, will take over. I know the grand plan. I'm a plan Munich. I have it in my palms here. You see, I am still holding back. I am still holding back. I have challenged you, anyone here in Canada, to come and challenge me. Here. But nobody would dare challenge Ogoroma. Nobody would dare challenge me. All of you ground, planned, mastermind, kidnap our leader that has not committed any crime known to law. Your plan was to hand over to Uchemefo, who is your man. Ikengu Uruagu, Uchemefo is your man. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not your man, he's not your leader. I am telling you today that you lied. And if you go to Shrine, I swear that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is your leader, you will die. Because you know, deep down in your heart, you don't like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I will allow you to finish that garbage. Let me face this zombie here, call himself Chede.
And they are doing marvelous work. Some people may not, like them because of one thing or the other. But you know what? Men with truth will always push you. But by the end of the day, you will be grateful for their great job and amazing work. Now, wonderful people of Biafra, I will not forget to welcome our online comment section champion from A to Z of you and our writers. Like I always do, I will continue to thank each and every one of you elephantly for your marvelous work. And
why would Simon Ekpa be in Finland and ordering things not even about Simon Ekpa? Because that's the person that I really want to talk about, but today it's not about him. I just got off the phone with a lot of officials, the Finnish embassy in Canada, the government of Finland, the Finnish police, and so many other Interpol.
You are a bunch of, you are a certified idiot. Number one, everything you have touched failed. I remember vividly when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu came to Toronto. You, Chid, I am talking to you. Call me on the phone. I am here in Toronto to face you one-on-one. Don't waste time going down to Finland. Face me here in Toronto, in Canada. I will treat your fuck up. Chid, the worship media. Everything you have touched your hand failed. Let me ask you one simple question. Show me one clip where you have joined us to do protests upon protests upon protests here in Toronto. Just one clip. Chidi, you are so big. You are a big boy. Big boy. You are once a Nigerian presidential candidate under PP something, which other party? Remember your party. You didn't go into that because you will win. You went into that because you are a politician. You went into that because you get money indirect from the bottom. That is why you went. Ordinarily, who are you? Doctor? Who gave you doctor? Doctor of what? You have not for once joined us here in Toronto to go to protest during the time we were creating awareness. Chidi, because I will not put doctor. Chidi, your worship media, you use it parade around. You are one of the suspects that masterminded the kidnap and the movement of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his kidnap. You are one of the suspects. My personal suspect, you are one of them. I remember when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was moving around. You were following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu like a flies. Wherever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go, you go with him. You are a prime suspect. You, doctor, why did I make this mistake? Put doctor. You, political prostitute, Chidi. You follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anywhere he go, you enter flight and follow him. Anywhere you go, anywhere Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go, you are there. Did you remember me? Of course, you will. In the night, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was doing a rehearsals against the next day broadcast here in Toronto, you came with your fake worship media. You remember you sent your somebody. I stopped that person on the gate and said, you dare not enter this hall. You remember me? Then you come to me and beg and say that it is that the media person is from you. I have to stop you on the gate. Search every damn thing you guys come in with because I don't trust you. I didn't trust you. I never trust you. I will not trust you till tomorrow. I have to search every gadget you guys came in because you are a political prostitute. You are a spy. You can this Ikenga should not come to my mouth again. I am talking to you, Chidi. Call me on the phone. I am here in Toronto. You have the gust to tell me that you pick up a phone and call Finland embassy here in Toronto. How many times have you picked up a phone and called the same Finland and tell them that they have not obeyed the court order in the zoo? How many times you never do well? How many times have you picked up a phone and called the same Finland? Call how many embassies do you call? Blah blah blah. Who knows you? Can you walk down to downtown Toronto here to High Park and go and meet ordinary secretary in a parliament? You cannot. You don't have access. Who gave you access to call? Or you pick up everybody have a phone number of embassies. Customer service will pick up. You call the Finland and tell them, you called many these. How many times have you called those people and compelled them to force Nigerian government to release our leader that has been discharged and acquitted? How many times have you done that? Chidi, because I will never put doctor. You are not a doctor. You see, all of you, especially you here in Canada, I am waiting for every single one of you to make Piam Kambon here. Let me hear from you again. Let me face you. Come out. Let's meet at Jen and Wilson. Doctor, prostitute, Chidi. Worship media, my foot. You are a very big spy that was following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu everywhere he was going. You, I have no doubt in my mind that you, Chidi, you are one of those that Nigerian government paid. What is your profession? What do you do? I am a man. I am a fashionista. That's what I do. People know what I do. Those that knows me here in Canada knows what I do. Chidi, what is your profession? Who pays you? Who bankroll you, Chidi? It's Nigerian government. You become a spy. Spying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wherever he goes. Until he was kidnapped. And you have the guts to come here to tell me that you call Finland to stop Simon Ekpa because Simon Ekpa is destroying all of you plans. If we go from Kafanchan, we strike all of you one by one. Thunder from Medugri, we visit all of you one by one wherever you are. Meet me up here in Toronto. Call me on the phone. Tell me where to meet you up. Is it Jen and Wilson? Where do you want me to meet you up? Stop wasting time calling Finland. I am here in Toronto. I am fighting for my freedom. I am not a political prostitute like you. I am not a spy like you, Chidi. It's time to treat your fuck up. And for those that are coming, worship media. Which worship? Do you go to church? You use it to camouflage. Become a spy, Nigerian spy, and to commit your havoc. Elohim will pay all of you trillion-fold. The great God will pay all of you. Everything you have done in this struggle, everything you have done in this movement, everything you have done in one way or the other, Elohim, the great man in battle, will pay all of you in trillion-folds. Let's listen to this motherfucker. Idiots.
Well, I just got off the phone. You know when I talked with you before we even planned this program, why you want me to come on live. So in my discussions with them, they kept asking me questions. Why are you not talking about this? Why are you not consulting?
Why are you not talking about what? Mention what they tell you, what you are not talking about. What is this? What is that? That thing doesn't have name. Chidi, that thing, does it not have name? What they ask you, why are you not talking about this? What was that thing they ask you, you were not talking about? Mention it. Connie, spy. Mention that thing they ask you, why are you not talking about? What was that? Does that mean that it has no name? I am asking you, fake doctor, prostitute, political idiot. They ask you about this, about that thing. Doesn't have name.
It's not about all of those people. It's not about individuals. It's about the people who are suffering.
Who are suffering? Biafrans, we have been suffering for the decades, ages. We do not have international airport in Biafra land. We are suffering. We do not have railroad in Biafra land. We are suffering. We do not have seaport. Even when we, the Biafrans, we are 95% of those that do importation in the present zoo called Nigeria. 90% of import in Nigeria is the Biafrans, the Igbos, we. But in our own land, we do not have seaports, not to talk of airports. In Biafra land, you have to travel to Lagos 12 hours if you survive accident on the road to fly to anywhere you want to go. You fly to China, you buy your goods and bring it back. You take $2,500 to ship 20-feet container from Guangzhou to Lagos. It will now cost you $5,000 to move it from Lagos to Biafra land east. And you are here talking bullshit. suffering because we ask Biafrans to study, to get used to what we are about to do. We ask Biafrans to sit at home for 5 days, and that triggers every one of you to come out to want to arrest Simon Ekpa. Each of him arrest a Finland citizen from Finland and bring him. And as a doctor you claim to be, you do not have that brain. That is not possible. Do you think that the same way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu let all of you to monitor him, he moves around because he's a free man? He has nothing in him. He has nothing against anybody. He has a very cool mind. He's a refined civilian. Because he is freely moving around, you have the guts to spy him wherever he goes. You, Chidi, you spied Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You were paid to monitor him wherever he goes. You, Chidi, you are a prime suspect. You are here telling people are suffering. Which suffering? 5 days. But these people you said were suffering has been suffering and continue to suffer. There is no electricity in Biafra land. There is no pipe-borne water in Biafra land. 95% of electricity in Biafra land are individually generated. Chidi, don't you know this? Fake Dr. Chidi, don't you know this? Which suffering is more than living in darkness? We do not have railroad. We do not have road. Fake Dr. Chidi, don't you know about this? Which suffering is more than that? Chidi, when was the last time you visited Biafra land? Chidi, I am asking you. Even if you fly from Lagos to Biafra land, you know how much it costs you. Is it everybody that can fly? Is it everybody that have such money to fly? Chidi, fake Dr. Chidi, I am asking you a question. Is it everybody that can fly? 99% travel by road. And you know that to travel from Biafra land to Lagos, minimum is 10 hours. You know that. Which suffering is more than that? Because we imposed and enforced, and we will continue to enforce, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which you guys kidnapped, you have made a silly mistake, the worst mistake of your lifetime, to spy and kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This time we will enforce it, and if you stand on our way, we'll push you down. We get rid of you and keep moving. Let us hear this spy.
Focus is on the individuals, the citizens themselves, who are the direct recipient of these things.
We have been suffering, Chidi. Chidi, we have been suffering for crying out loud, and we continue to suffer. Chidi, do you know that it cost 2005 to ship a container from Guangzhou, China to Lagos? Chidi, do you know how much it costs to clear 120 feet because he's an Igbo man in Lagos? Chidi, after clearing it, do you know how much it costs to ship it, to move it by truck? If God make that goods to survive, if he didn't fall on the road and destroy, do you know how much it costs to move that goods from Lagos to Biafra land? Chidi, I am asking you, deceivers, wicked people, all of you, we pay to Elohim, not man. Not average Igbo does not have time to kill anybody. And you know that. You know that those are committing that crime in Biafra land are not actually in Igbo. You know that. You know that it is the DSS, the Fulani, the Mietiala in Nigerian uniform army that are committing those crimes. You know that. But because of hatred, because you are cunning, because you are getting a paycheck, because you are a spy working with Nigerian government, you will see truth. You turn it upside down just to favor you, for your own pocket. Biafrans, listen to this guy.
Family, what did the pregnant woman, what did this pregnant woman who died today, what role did she play?
Well, what do you mean pregnant woman? Is it your mother? The pregnant woman, is it your wife? Is it your sister? We took time to educate our people that we are going to have 5-day sit at home for a purpose. It was people like you, people like Ikenga Ogiri, Urwago, the wig seller and the wig wearer in South Africa. It was people like you, spy, that countered it. It was people like you that spend your time shouting on social media that there is nothing like sit at home. And that was why such woman that you mentioned came out. And who killed him? It was the Fulani, the same people you worship, the same people that were oppressing you. They are the one that actually did those heinous crimes. And you turn around and say Simon Ekpa or that people. Can you prove that? If I sue your stupid ass here in court in Canada, can you prove that it was Simon Ekpa? Did that woman tell you that it was, have you caught the people that killed those people? Chidi, did you catch those murderers that is committing crime in our land? Did you catch them and interrogate them and they now tell you that it was Simon Ekpa? Did you? You didn't. But because of your foolishness, because of your foolishness, your ego, because you are a spy getting huge amount of money. If not, Chidi, tell me what you do for a living. Chidi, what do you do for a living? I am asking you a question. What do you do for a living? Can you prove to me what you do? You cannot tell me what you do, Chidi. What do you do for a living? I am asking you, Chidi. I am a fashionista. I beat my chest to tell you that I am a fashionista. Chidi, what is your profession? What do you do? You have no job. You are a political prostitute. You jump from here to there, from there to here, from there to there. Monitoring people. You were paid to monitor Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wherever he goes. You were given huge money. I am laying that accusation on you. If you doubt me, if you say challenge me anywhere in the court, I will stand here in Toronto. You know, my own, I said I am here in Canada with you. Challenge me to court. You were following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu until he was kidnapped. Is it true or false? You are a Nigerian spy. You are the eye of Nigeria following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When others were the eye of Nigeria inside the Nigerian court. Many of you were the eyes of Nigeria doing different jobs until you get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kidnapped. Now you clapped. Now you thought that you have landed. Now you thought that everything is now rosy. Now you thought that the Biafra agitation will die. But all of you were wrong. All of you were wrong. Mazi Simon Ekpa does not travel. Mazi Simon Ekpa will not travel. Mazi Simon Ekpa will not leave Finland. And for your information, Mazi Simon Ekpa is not just like you. We have made sure that he take good care of everything in Finland. He is protected. If you think there is anything you can do, fly and go to Finland. Stop staying here and be talking bullshit. Finland. The people you are calling on phone here are already receptionists. They will hang phone on you. Anybody can call it. There is a phone number of embassies you can call. When you call, you speak to somebody. Who you talk to that place is just a shift changer. Morning shift receptionist, afternoon shift receptionist, night shift receptionist. That's all the person you call, you talk to. Look at who is talking. When we were creating awareness here in Canada, this guy never come out for even one day. He was doing big boy. I know many of them that were doing big boy. Man, if a big boy put out, all of them will fizzle away. If a big boy put out, let's listen to his garbage.
In this whole thing, why would Simon Ekpa be in Finland and ordering things to be happening back home? And
can you prove it? Can you prove it? Political prostitute, Nigerian spy, Chede, worship media. Can you prove it? Can you prove it? Have you arrested those that committed those heinous crimes? Did you arrest them? If you did, have you interrogated them and they confess? If yes, show us the video. Can you prove it? That is my question to you. Can you prove it? You cannot prove it.
To the death of people, and some people are sitting online. And we are supposed to.
I, Ogodoman, I have my own brain. I have my own conscience. I am well grounded. I'm a Mife. Nobody pays me. I feed myself. I provide for myself and for my own people, my own workers. Nobody, not you, not Nigerian government, nobody. I am supporting Simon Ekpa because I have taken my time to study him, that he is genuine. The Biafra spirit have caught him the same way he caught Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because at a point when all of you were fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he almost quit. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu confessed that if not that Elohim sent him, that he will quit. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu confessed that if not that Elohim sent him, that he will quit. He did not quit because all of you monsters, you did everything humanly possible to make him quit, to drop. What you gain is what I do not know. What you gain, Chide, is what I do not know. Is what I do not know. I know you very well. I know you very well. When if he challenge me here in Canada, one-on-one. This again challenge me. I am throwing a challenge to every single one of you here in Canada. Come and challenge me, Ogodoman. You know me.
We're smart people. Igbo people are wise. We are the wise people of the East.
Of course, we are one. We are smart too. We know who is the criminal that you are. We know who is a deceiver that you are. We know who is who. We know who means well for us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu means well. Simon Ekpa means well so far, because he cannot deviate any longer. The spirit have caught him red-handed. He cannot even deviate anymore. He cannot even mess up. Go and say, "Oh, because he will not. The Biafra spirit have caught Simon Ekpa, and we know that he is doing the right thing. Until that day, you people are waiting, which you never get. You are waiting for him to fail. You are waiting for him to surrender, so that all of you will come to me and say, "We told you that no be here, no ego corner. We told." But all of you have been disappointed. You have tried everything to corner him. If you fail, the same way you tried to corner Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and fail. You are accusing somebody in Finland from Toronto. If I don't make Are you not ashamed of yourself? How many times did you call those people to tell them that your land is on fire, that your land, that that the Fulani are killing your people? How many times did you call them? You never did.
What happened to our brain?
Your brain is not intact.
How? What happened?
Your brain is not intact. My brain is intact. You have a corny brain. Your brain is filled up with envy, jealousy, and anger for nothing. That is what filled your brain. Your brain has been contaminated with just a mere cash. Just your stomach is all you care about. All of you care about is stomach, to build house in Abuja, to build hotel in Owerri, to build this one. That is all what you guys are after. You don't care about Biafra. You never cared, and you will not care. And we know you. I know you. Chidi, I know you very, very, very well.
When I called the embassy today, I realized that the mistake that we've been making is this person is thinking that that person is doing something. The other person is thinking, including myself.
You are not doing nothing. You are a spy. You are a spy, Chidi, washing media, washroom media. You are a spy. You spied on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from New York to Toronto, from Toronto to New York, New York to Europe. You were spying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wherever he goes. I know you. Until he was kidnapped. Can you deny it?
I blame myself because I realized that I kept quiet for a long time.
You stayed quiet because your job is done. You stayed quiet because the job you were paid by the Nigerian government, you have fulfilled it by spying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wherever he goes. He was kidnapped. All of you went back because your job you have delivered. The one in USA, nobody hears about him anymore because all of you are in the same circle. All of you are in the same basket. All of you connived. But you are the one that is moving around with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, spying where he's going, spying where he's staying, what he's doing, the next step, until you delivered your job. Then you went back. Nobody heard about you. That is what you just said.
I took the phone up and I called the embassy of Finland here in Canada, and I told them I'm holding you responsible. So what are you talking about? I said,
how many times have you called Finland and hold them responsible for not intervening in releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the Biafra land? I am asking you, Messiah, Bishop, Onye Obioma, how many times did you call the same Finland and ask them to compel Nigerian government to release your leader that has been discharged and acquitted? How many times did you do that? You did not do that because you are a spy. You are the one that spied Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You in particular.
There is somebody sitting down in Finland. I got his address. I got his city. He's in Lati. They have his records. They said, hold on. They looked at it. They said, yeah, he lives in Lati. I said, why would you know that this person is sitting down in your country and giving orders for even a single human being?
But Canada government knows that you have no job. Canada government knows that you have no means of livelihood. What is your job? I ask you again, what do you do for a living? My question to you, Chidi, what do you do for a living? You are calling Finland to intervene, to look into their citizen. They know their citizen more than you. They gave him citizenship the same way I have here. All of you have criminal records from A to Z. From A to Z. All of you. America is looking for all of you. Many of you here in Toronto, America is looking for all of you. You have the infantry to tell me that you call Finland embassy. You call the receptionist. Shameless people.
To lose their lives, and you're keeping quiet. I told them I will hold you responsible.
After telling that you hold him responsible, who? You are talking to ordinary receptionists that when you finish, you just hang up a phone and attend to somebody else. Can you show me when you walk down and sit with Finland ambassador here in Toronto, in Canada? Show us. Finland embassy here and sit down with the ambassador and tell him that I will hold you responsible. You pick up a phone and call a general phone number. A receptionist pick it up, and you tell him, "I'll hold you responsible." And what was the outcome? Did we heard you talking on the phone? So anybody can call. I can call. When I finish calling, they will drop the phone, and that will end there. Did you go down to Ottawa? You know where they are. They are in Ottawa. Did you go down to Ottawa and sit down with the ambassador and say, I am going to hold you responsible? You are warning Finland government to stop your own Biafran for fighting for Biafra. But those that are killing you, those that are disobeying the orders, you have not called the Finland government here to call Nigeria and warn them. Bunch of born throwaways.
And they know that they live in a country that is free and they take people seriously. They acted immediately. The embassy official here, I asked her name. He said her name is Laura. I live in a country where things are open. Her name is Laura. I'm not kidding you. Their number, I can give you their number.
In the number, anybody can stop matcha. We know that we've passed that stage. One day I have passed that stage, bro. You can only do that to Ikenguruago. Ikenguruago that is in South Africa selling wig. Popurunt in South Africa. Yiri wig in South Africa. Yiri gogo. Or Batazi America. Imana oge umbombo trouser panty na konani. You are talking to Ikenga, a local seller, wig seller in South Africa. That his business is a women. That's the person you will be talking to. You cannot address a man that lives in Toronto. You cannot come face to face and talk to me like this. You know you cannot. I challenge you to call me. You know my number. You can get my number. Call me and challenge me. Stop going around on the chair that's answering worship media. Political prostitute. You are a spy. You spied on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You spied on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I can prove that because you were following him around until he was kidnapped. And then when he was kidnapped, you fizzle out because your job is done. But when Simon Ekpa came up and took up the mantle, all of you begin to go gaga. All of you begin to go gaga. Let us hear you before I take your useless face out of my wall.
Number right here, I call them on the phone. Their number here, I'll give it to you. 1-800-567-68.
Shut up! Oh. We can get it over online. Anybody can go online and type Finland customer service phone number in Ottawa. The phone number is there. Stop deceiving local champions like Ikenguruago. You cannot deceive me. I live here. I live here. I have challenged you. Can you meet me up at Jen and Wilson? Can you meet me up? Where do you want to meet me up? Where do you live? You live in Mississauga? Can we meet in Square One? You live in Brampton? Can we meet up in Bramley City Center? Do you live in downtown? Can we meet in a eating center downtown? Tell me where you live. Do you live in Midtown? Can we meet up in Yorkdale Mall? Where do you want me to meet you? Chede, I am challenging you. Stop wasting your time going Finland. I am here. I am challenging you, Chede. I am challenging all of you from A to Z. I told you people that now that I am come out, all of you from one to the end, here. Let me hear anybody make piam come here. In a number. The number is online. Every embassy have their phone number online. It's not a big deal.
I call them. And then now she stayed the phone with me for over 30 minutes. We went through and we analyzed it. We know
you went through with who? A liar, a born liar. You are a certified liar. You lied from your mother's womb outside. You spend time wasting a receptionist in or somewhere time. A receptionist. When you call, you make a receptionist. That is who you wasted time. Like the same that Malam from ordinary president called Finland too and they hang up a phone on him. He called back. They asked him to call Finland. What Minister of External Affairs. The moment they mention Minister of External Affairs, or man that may go higher or hang your phone. I am an ordinary president. He thought he was calling a Cotonou. You call the Finland.
There are legal implications to everything. Simon also has his rights there. But if somebody is sitting down somewhere and planning and saying, conjuring, being part of any plan to cause one human being's life to be lost, the police, the authorities will spring to action and do something about it. From there, we contacted the police in Finland, but they already closed. But then we also contacted their Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and they gave me numbers, and I called these numbers, and I made reports. Because as far as I'm concerned, if Simon Ekpa is a citizen of Finland, he cannot sit there and be causing problem elsewhere.
You are a born liar. You are a politician anyway, so politicians are known by lying. Your own, you are a prostitute. Your own, I added a political prostitute. That is who you are. Because you don't belong to any party. It's wherever that is giving you money, is where you belong. Whoever that gives you contract is who you sing his praises. That is who you are. That is who you are. You never called all these people to wade into the killing, the Fulanis, the Mietialas, the havoc they have been committing. You never did. You never called these people to wade into to stop them from kidnapping your people. You never did. Shamelessly, you pick up a phone and call ordinary receptionists in Ottawa, 514 in Ottawa. That is the code. You call a receptionist and wasted 30 minutes there. And here you are bragging to Ogrisela that you called. This is the number you called. If you want, I give you the number. Who is asking you for number? We can get the number. Everybody type in a Finland embassy in Ottawa. The phone number is there. It's not a big deal. But as a political liar, as a political prostitute that you are, as a spy that you are, is a big deal. You are using it to convince gullible people that are paying attention to you.
And a lot of you will say, why are you holding Simon Ekpa? Is it the Fulani people that are killing our people? Is it the army? No, he is not. But why is he causing the death of our people? Why were people killed? People were killed because they did not observe the sit at home.
Idiot. In-house enemy is who you are. You are in-house enemy. You are an in-house enemy, a betrayer of your own people. We mandated Simon Ekpa, we Biafrans mandated Simon Ekpa to speak and remind Biafrans to sit at home. It is a collective interest. It is a collective decision of Biafrans. And he is the spokesperson. He speaks for Biafrans. Now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you people kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The instructions was given ahead of time. It was you and your co-hosts, people like you that told them to go about their businesses. And it was you and your people like you that tell Nigerian government, the DSS, the army to come out and kill people. That day, it was you people that tell your partners in crime to come out and kill people that day. Because average Biafran, average Oyibo cannot kill. I cannot kill ordinary cockroach. Average Oyibo cannot kill a human being, not to talk of a brother. So the people doing this killing are the DSS. Those people you people are working with, they are the one that is doing these heinous crimes, killing our own people. Not anybody from Igbo land that is killing his own brother or sister. No Igbo man can do that. Or when only Igbo with that heartless mind, except people like you.
And some of you are saying that, yes, it is a sacrifice that has to be made. If it is sacrifice, then bring your own head. Bring your own head. Why would Simon Ekpa sit in Finland? His head is there, and he is saying that it is justified the death of anybody, be it through the army, be it through Fulani headsmen, be it through kidnappers, be it through underbar. The death of anybody cannot be justified at all. There is no reason with which you can justify it. You're telling me that, when Martin Nnamdi Kanu was locked up, the Avengers, they did something, they blew up pipelines, and the government listened to them and released Martin Nnamdi Kanu. You said they blew up pipelines. Did they blow up human beings? Did you hear that they blew up Ikwere people?
Share the worship media for the last time before I will take you out, because I have thrown a challenge to you. You know how to get my phone number here. If there is anything you think you want to do in Finland, I want you to start here, because I am also fighting for my people. I am also in it. I am also a freedom fighter. You know, I hope you know that. I hope you have seen me. I am an IPOB. You know that. So, if there is that thing you hold against Simon Ekpa, I want you to start with me here. I challenge you. It's a challenge, and I know you're going to get this. And you know me. You are a spy. You spied on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Toronto to US, from US to Europe. Everywhere he goes, you spy, and somebody paid you for that. If you deny that, meet me one-on-one if you're a man enough. I challenge you. Do not waste time going Finland, calling Finland. I am here in Toronto. Now, all of you, all of you, all of you, all of you. I am going to end this program here because this guy is, let me elaborate what today's program is all about. This guy called Chid from Worship Media, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came to Toronto here, I, Ogodoman, I am the one that made it possible that everybody, before you enter that hall, you must pay us $20. All of them are big boys. All of them are forming big boys. That day. And the moment they look at me, it's either you bring the money or you go back. All of them paid. But before then, during the rehearsal, before the D-Day, this kid came at night with one big bag of whatever media. I have to stop him on the gate and ask him, what are you bringing into this place? Because I don't trust him. He now told me that I said, open it here in my presence before you have access to this place, into where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. I stopped him. And I made sure that I searched every damn thing from A to Z before he began to film. That was when I began to pay attention to him. On a D-Day, on a big hall in Kwechirina Gate. All of you will remember one program, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, Canada is the first place ever that he is surprised that people have to pay money to come and watch him speak. I, Ogodoman, Kwechirina Gate. See, if you don't give us $20, you are not coming inside this place. And every one of them that come inside that place paid that money, and we raised money that day. I don't take nonsense. I am a no-nonsense person. I don't have time for bullshit. And when I'm time, you won't see me anywhere. You won't see me in your house. No, you won't see me in your house. I'm a man of my own. You won't see me begging. For what? To talk what? What are we going to talk about? What are we going to discuss when I come to you? Or when you do, or come to my house? For what? What are you coming to my house to do? We are not in the same class. We are not in the same business. We don't do the same business. So I have no business with you. This child is the one spying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, going around the world everywhere until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. The moment he was kidnapped, his job was done. He went back. But he has the guts to come to make a phone call to Finland embassy in Ottawa. Oh, caution your citizen. Simon Ekpa is your citizen. Caution your citizen. I have challenged him to call me on the phone to bring Interpol to me because I am also a freedom fighter. But if he fails to do that, when he fought, he is a political prostitute. He was once a candidate of PPP, whatever, presidential candidate in Nigeria. He knows that he's not going to win. But he is entering politics the same way all of them are fighting for leadership just to have access to politicians. That is job. That is what all this is all about. This leadership tussle you see them fighting is just to have access to politicians, nothing more. This one called himself Dr. Chidi is not excluded. They paid him. He was walking around. After all, if somebody was not sponsoring him, how did he get money buying flight tickets wherever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu goes? He's there. Have you all forgotten? Have we all forgotten? Wherever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu goes, Chidi is there. How did he get money to buy tickets flying around? Somebody is sponsoring him. It is the same people that paid him to monitor Mazi Nnamdi Kanu movement. The same way they paid different people to give information about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same way they paid every one of them different. Do you people forgot when Lai Mohammed, they said that they brought out how many billion? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu even told us that they have mapped out how many billions to fight us. This is where they channel their money. Spies, whoever that is, can give information of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu movement. He was flying everywhere with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He was going wherever Mazi. He's not a Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bodyguard. Why is he going anywhere Mazi Nnamdi Kanu goes? How did he get money to buy those tickets? How did he get money? What is his profession? I challenge him to tell me what he does. He cannot mention something he do as a human being, as a profession. He cannot. He is a political prostitute. He is a spy. And that is who he is. And that is who he remains. And all of them are mad that Biafra agitation did not die the way they expected that is going to die. And it will never die. And all of them will continue to cry until eternity. On this note, I am going to say thank you so much, my people, for joining me on this short program. I am so honored to be here in front of you. I have to go because I will try to come back again or tomorrow, because this game has become very hot. And I will begin to treat the fuck up of, especially these people, anybody that sanities here in Canada, I will treat that person fuck up. If you are in Canada, make sure that this thing reach to every single one of them. I said, any one of them that make PM here in Canada, I will treat that person fuck up. I have their file in my pens. All of them, I have their pens in my file, in my pen here. Let me hear any of them make PM. The era of keeping quiet is gone. We are moving forward, and we continue to move forward. And for the fact that I have made up time, me Ogorman, made up time to come, then that to go hot. We are in a finishing line, and it's time to score the goal. On this note, I will say thank you, Muchineke. Thank you, the great people of Biafrans. You are the most smartest people on earth. I appreciate you for joining me, and I ask you to please subscribe, share this video to get to Chide and he can go Ruago, so that they will challenge me. I want them to challenge me. I want an open challenge. Starting from Iken Guruagu to anyone here in North America. My own is that I do not have no single criminal record anywhere in the whole world. I am a free man. I fly from anywhere I want, I go. In fact, police not moves, I will push police out of my way. It's the only person that is clean that can do such. Ask people that knows me wherever I go. When I travel to Turkey, ask people that knows me. I don't give a fuck. If you stand on my way, I push you out of my way because I am clean. Tell them to challenge me. I will handle them. Thank you so much, my people. This I've said thank you 3 times, and this is going to be the last one. I love you all. I love you all. May God bless all of you. May God continue to guide all of you. Please share this program, like and subscribe. If you have not subscribed, tell your friends to subscribe, so that anytime I come online, you guys are going to join me. Let us reason together. You know what? Achimoku. Achimoku. My own Achimoku. And what I'm time for bullshit. In that one. I greet. I am coming, I know. My people, thank you so much. Enjoy this music while we go. Thank you so much.
The conqueror, the champion, the lion is here.
Bye, my people.